let's get started. I am excited to turn it over to the Down team to dive into the good stuff.
Well, yeah, welcome everyone, and thank you for taking the time to join this call. We're super excited to share some bedding insights with you as well. So I'll have Kristyn come up and put up the slide, and we'll kind of go over who we are and what we do. Perfect. Is everybody able to see the slide?
Looks good to me.
Perfect. So first and foremost, we are Down Inc. We manufacture bedding products within essentially for all hospitality, private label, and brick and mortar stores. Down Inc. does own Down Direct. So we will kind of go through this whole Down Direct platform that we have, which we also kind of go through with Minoan as well. So jumping into the next. Click on it. Okay, there you go. So we're going to quickly go through who we are. We're going to drop down through on the hospitality and bedding essentials, go through Comforters 101, really kind of explaining a little bit how to select the right comforter. Then jumping into pillows, protectors, both mattress protectors as well as regular pillow protectors, and then kind of how to care for your bedding after purchase as well, and then potentially some hospitality hacks if we have some time. So we are part of the Eurasia group of companies. We are owned by the largest duck farm in North America. And within that, we have the Eurasia group. So within the Eurasia group, we have Eurasia Feather Company. It's a raw division. It's our sister company. When I talk about raw division, they sell down alternative raw goods to companies all over the world, but we also purchase and trade through companies all over the world as well, being Europe, Asia, where the name Eurasia comes from, as well as United States as well. With that being said, Down Inc. Manufactures all of the finished goods. So we are the finished good division of the Eurasia group. So we manufacture everything from duvet inserts, sleeping pillows, and decorative pillows. And then Down Inc. owns Down Direct. Down Direct really came as a came by for the reason being because of hospitality. We do a ton of resorts all around the world, hotels all around the world. We just shipped to a nice 5-star hotel in Belgium. And we have a lot of guests that stay at hotels and call Down Inc. all the time. And we're strictly B2B for, hey, we slept on this pillow, or we love this comforter, where can we buy it? And that's kind of where Down Direct came into play. So it's been a super helpful B2C platform for us to showcase the products that we manufacture for hotels. We'll be going over the comforters and pillows and feather beds, as well as fiber beds and protectors as well. So we'll jump kind of to the next first line, I think is, so what matters to us? One of the big things for Down Inc. is we've been in business for, next year will be our 70th year. One of the big strategies and things for us is always striving to be world-class, and that is with quality. Quality is the big thing for us. It's how we stay in business for that long. And we preach that from the sales side all the way to the manufacturing side. You know, a couple of fun facts for us too is we just celebrated somebody's 43rd year with Down Inc. And we have a lot of our employees that are over 20 years with us too. So they understand the product, they live and breathe the product. So is everybody else in Down Inc. So quality for us is really big. A lot of people come back to us for that quality promise that we deliver as well. Sustainability is another big factor for us as well. As we navigate today's market and, you know, as everything becomes a throwaway society, we are very dedicated to sustainability. being from down, which is natural fill, to down alternative, which the down alternative, all of the down alternative products that we use is GRS certified, which is Global Recycling Standard. So it's really important to us to continue to improve and see what we can do from a sustainable platform. We also in-house open and clusterize all of our down alternative. We also wash and dry a lot of the down and feather that we receive as well. So we have control from the beginning all the way through the end. And then also being a vertically integrated company speaks volume to that as well. So, and again, that also helps us reduce the carbon footprint within our channel. So, guest comfort, you know, again, reviews are key, and we also always love seeing customers reaching out, going like, "Hey, I slept in a Downing pillow or a Down Direct pillow. Where can I purchase it? And how can I get my hands on it?" And we actually ship pillows all over the world, which is absolutely fantastic too, from that standpoint. Certifications, again, living and breathing sustainability for us, but also comes with certifications as well. So it's a really big, important part for us, because one, you can say that you're going sustainable, but the certifications also speak to the truth of that as well. So we are RDS certified. We're also IDS certified. 99.9% of the products that is on the Down Direct side of things is IDS certified, which is International Down and Standard, very similar to RDS. RDS is typically very big for our private label business that we do for a lot of our customers. OCS, we do have organic product available. That's going to be organic content standard, typically a lot with organic cotton. GRS, Global Recycling Standard as well. Very important for us that all the down alternative polyester that we have is recycled material. And then OEKO-TEX, which is a certificate we've had now for about 3 years, is very important. That just justifies the fact that there's no chemical leakage that comes off of any of our product. It is standard 100, so it's classified baby, which is safe for all infants and up. So it's a really unique thing, but all of our products will have that certification, OEKO-TEX certification with that too. Why bedding matters. And in reality, I think all of us, myself included, work really hard in life. And when going on vacation, one of the key things we want to do is rest. And resting is really key on having good comfort, good pillows, good comforters, you know, and that's a key thing for us too. Anytime we travel, we want to be well rested. So it gives us a great ability to stop at hotels that don't have really good pillows or comforters that we can talk about our product too. But truly having comfort and having the right product really speaks volumes about where you're staying, and also really helps with reviews and repeat stays. And we see that a lot with the 4- and 5-star hotels that we typically do. We get this question quite often. What is down? What is feather? And down alternative. On this picture that you see on the right-hand side, something that looks like a little spider, that is going to be down. In our industry is considered to be liquid gold. It is the most expensive part of down and feather is the down. And then feather on the right-hand side is going to have a spine to it, and then also protects the down. So key part is feather protects the down from water. Down kind of holds the heat, is really where that comes into play. So feather typically has more support. Fact, where you typically see it's curved, so it kind of helps with the bounce back of some of the pillows that we have. But down also has a really nice bounce back factor to it as well. To keep things very simple, the more down you add, the more the heavier it will be, and then also the hotter it will sleep. So especially for our clients down in Florida or the Caribbean, we tend to really go with lightweight comforters. For our customers that are more on the northern side, we tend to go more with a medium, an all-season comforter, and sometimes they go very heavy as well, which we call winter weight. We do have typically feather is going to be very common in pillows, and we'll kind of talk a little bit more about that too. Down alternative, again, our down alternative is a proprietary down alternative. It's called Primavera. It's made in-house to our standards, and it mimics our down really, really well. So if you have a comforter or a sleeping pillow, it will definitely feel very similar to down. Not 100%, but very similar to that as well. Hospitality bedding essentials, the big three. Comforters being always the big one that we get questions on, and definitely pillows. Those are the two big common ones, because one, everybody wants to select the right pillow to really make everyone happy. Unfortunately, you're never going to have everybody be happy, but I have a couple of tricks that I'll talk about what we do with some hotels, some inns, and also some Airbnb platforms or Vrbo platforms that we deal with as well. Mattress protector, definitely we're going to walk through that as well and kind of share why we always recommend this mattress protector on mattresses as well. So comforters, from a construction standpoint, there's typically within our industry two constructions. One is a baffle box construction, and the other one is a sewn through construction. The one on the right pictured is a sewn through construction, and I highly recommend that you purchase that version of a construction, especially in a commercial setting. Reason for that being is because the amount of washing that will happen, you're not going to get any fill distribution from one box to the other box. The fill is always going to be on the same in the same box, versus baffle box construction is very more geared towards residential. So after 30, 40 washes, you'll typically start seeing fill migrating from one baffle to the other. So I highly recommend doing a sewn through construction. It's going to last longer. It's a really big bang for your buck, you know, and not having to continuously replace that comforter that you purchase as well. Big thing, again, down alternative are the two fill options typically associated with the comforters. And then again, lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight, all season and medium is typically the same. So always recommend going with more of a light to medium weight is where we typically see everybody go in. If you're in an area where a lot of our Caribbean customers, where the windows are always open, it has a nice breeze going through, a lot of them typically will do lightweight because air conditioning is not very common. Medium weight, if there's air conditioning available, and a lot of our hotels are switching to medium weight because everybody turns that air conditioning down, and it's a really nice snuggle feature, if you would. So it really helps with that luxury aspect for a couple of the different hotels. Pillows. This is kind of where it gets a lot of fun. We have single chamber pillows. We have compartmented pillows. Those typically are the two different constructions that you will find. The pillows are available in standard size, queen size, and king size. Really comes down to the individual. A lot of the pillows that we sell to mostly all of the hotels, what we do in resorts, will typically be your compartmented pillow. And what that means is there's three compartments kind of shown in the picture below. We have a center compartment that's going to be filled with feather, and then the outer compartment that's going to be filled with down. And in my opinion, there's probably two, maybe three reasons why that becomes one of the most popular pillows for our hotel industry. And one is cost effectiveness. You know, again, as I mentioned before, down is liquid gold in our industry. So the more down you add, the more expensive the pillow gets. And feather is not as expensive. So adding the feather in the core really helps bring down pricing. But secondly, also gives you support. So if you have that individual that says, I don't like down pillows because of pancakes and squishes, this is going to be a great alternative option that you're going to have. Great for side sleepers. Highly recommend this as well. You know, majority of people are side and back sleepers. You'll have the limited amount of people that go into stomach sleeping. So, you know, again, a great pillow for an all-around sleeper. My wife will probably kill me for saying this, but that's her number one pillow, and she's an all-around sleeper. I typically have the fun bringing pillows home and changing it out because I do want to get my wife's opinion on some of the product development stuff that we deal with. And again, that becomes her number one go-to for pillows, just because of the support. Highly recommend for kids. You know, one of the things that we see, and I have 3 kids of my own, when we go to Vrbo or Airbnbs that have bunk beds, typically used for children, highly recommend more softer pillows or a soft medium pillow. And typically we'll do that with down alternative. Again, very cost effective, but sleeps really well. And supports the neck and shoulders very well as too. The down pillows, great for, you know, more higher end properties. Somebody that really wants to have something unique and different. You know, again, all around medium pillow tends to be our number one comfort seller in all hotels and resorts. But highly recommend always having some soft pillows around. And also advertising that too. Some guests really prefer something really soft, pancakey. So having something in the closet available that is soft, it tends to really help with that aspect too. The other thing just to mention before we move on to the other slide, highly recommend always having some down alternative product with your natural fill product. There are some guests that will say that they're allergic to down. All of our down is washed using a down guard, and is considered to be hyperallergenic. However, you know, nobody wants to fight with their guests, so having that down alternative option available will really soften everything and move forward with a great guest experience.
And I also want to add too, with the compartmented pillow, the nice thing about having the feathers in the center and the down on the outside is that you're not really dealing with feathers poking through. Even though our fabric is downproof, there are times where you would still feel a feather from time to time with a really small spine, but this sort of eliminates that from happening. So it makes it nice and soft.
Yep. Mattress protectors. A lot of properties now, due to the bed bug stuff that's going on around everywhere, you know, have total encasement protectors on the mattress. And the whole reason for that total encasement is whatever's inside the mattress stays inside the mattress. So you never want to take that off because one, it is hyperallergenic, and also keeps everything from the outside, keeps everything from the inside. We sell a mattress pad that goes over that protector. It is not 100% waterproof, it's water resistant. So if something spills, you can take it off. But it is a tensile mattress pad. Really kind of helps, especially if you're having that memory foam. You know, I typically sleep very hot, so memory foam for me is not a go-to because one, it holds heat. But by putting this mattress pad on top of something like that, takes your body away from that contact. It's still breathable, but allows you to kind of sleep more neutral. Tencel is a natural product as well. It's made from wood pulp and then spun into fabric. And it really helps with, you know, not sleeping hot or cold. So a great, you know, a lot of people say it's our mattress enhancer, as I mentioned before. So it really helps. You can take it off really easy, put it back on, and still have that plasticky bed bug protector or mattress pad that's waterproof on your mattress and not having to wash that frequently as well. The other thing I highly recommend is pillow protectors. We sell a 100% cotton pillow protector, so it's not the plasticky kind it tends to get hot and make a lot of noise. It feels exactly the same as what our pillows feel like. The nice thing is it's a zippered pillow protector. You can zip it closed. You're not going to get the pillows pulling off of it. So a lot of those to a lot of the resorts and hotels that we do, take it off and wash it and put it back on. Couple of things I do want to mention, a lot of the hotels that we do have one to show, one to go. I typically show or say, and as having one in the bed, and then when a guest leaves, having the other one put on while the other one is in the laundry. That's really going to help with so many aspects of your property too, and the turnover makes that really easy as well.
Yeah, and the pillow protector also helps to keep the shape of the pillow as well. So, you know, that helps to keep it firmer, fluffier, longer.
Yep. Keeps the skin cells and you know, moisture away from that pillow too, which breaks down the pillow a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So a couple of care tips that we often talk about. Fluffing the pillow. It is really key, especially with natural fill pillows and comforters, to fluff it and get some air back into that pillow as well. You know, wash the protectors regularly is really good. Dryer hack, you know, when washing comforters, we always highly recommend to professionally launder it. Putting a king size down comforter into a washer tends to be really big, and then adding a lot of water to it really could destroy somebody's washer. So, but if you choose to do it, highly recommend a limited amount of detergent, double rinse it, and when drying it, the fabric is going to dry a lot quicker than what the down is going to dry. And, you know, drying it, shaking it out, put it back in the dryer, probably going to do that 3 to 4 times before the down is going to be fully dry. Having the tennis balls in there really helps kind of release that down so it dries quicker and faster as well. And fun fact, if it does smell more very similar to a wet dog, that just means that the comforter is not dry, that it needs to continue to dry. So that's a really key part for anything for down, as well as the down pillows that we do. Avoid bleach and fabric softener. You know, bleach is a big one. Definitely bleach deteriorates down really quickly or disintegrates down. So down cannot stand bleach. So never bleach anything with down or feather because it does not, those two do not go good together. And fabric softener is always a big no-no for us, especially on these natural products. So,
Yeah. As far as the care frequency, that is going to be completely relevant on the turnover that you have at your own property. That obviously varies a lot. So this is really just a guideline as for how much you should be doing this and how it will keep up over time. Obviously your pillow protectors, you want to wash that after every stay, just as you would the sheets and the pillowcases. The pillows themselves, we recommend professional laundering, but you can wash those in a residential washing machine and dryer as well. Those really, as long as you have your pillow protector, only need to be done every 3 to 6 months, of course, depending on how often you have guests. As Luitjen mentioned, with the duvet inserts, you'll want, and the comforters, you'll want to make sure that those are fully dry before putting them on the bed. And as long as you are covering those properly, you will only really need to wash those every 6 to 12 months, unless, of course, something happens. But you're going to want to make sure that you're fluffing between every wash for sure. Between every stay, give it that fluff, and that will really help to make it feel fresh and help with the longevity of it. Your mattress pads, you can wash those every 1 to 2 months. As long as you are, you know, using good sheets, and other protectors, you're good.
Yeah, definitely. As Kristen mentioned, everything is going to be covered. So all the product that we sell are inserts. That's going to be covered by a duvet cover, or if you're doing triple sheeting, you know, again, it's going to be covered. So just wanted to mention too, all of the comforters that we sell all have the corner parts to it, where if you're using a duvet cover and you need ties, it will definitely have those corners where you can tie it, and you're not going to get any shifting within that comforter or cover, I should say. So that's a key fun fact for us too. It is not going to be like similar to a lot of companies where they cut that cost out. All of our comforters have that, no matter which comforter you buy at Down Inc. It's a decision that we made about 6-7 years ago, and we stuck with it. Because some of these go into very high-end properties where they use duvet covers, and it needs to be tied down. So other minor tip to give is typically buy the comforter a little bit bigger than what your duvet cover is going to be. It also is going to help make it look really nice, but you're not going to get that shifting that you typically will find in some of the duvet covers.
Yeah. And of course, if you have multiple sets for each bed, that makes it a lot easier as you are turning over with your guest stays. I have had my own Airbnbs before, and I think I learned the hard way that you needed to have these extra sets on hand so that you don't have this wait between guests where you're scrambling to make sure that the bedding is dry and ready to go, and you're not driving yourself crazy getting a duvet cover on a duvet in time, because that does take time. And so that actually leads into the next point with the double or triple sheeting method, to be able to create a quick turnover and not have to deal with putting a duvet cover on. Luitjen can explain sort of what that is.
Yeah,
better.
triple sheeting is what a lot of hotels went into. So essentially it's a fitted sheet, and then 2 top sheets. So a lot of hotels went that route because one, I think from a cost saving standpoint, it was a huge cost saving standpoint, because it's easy to pull the sheets off within 4 minutes or less, and put a sheet on, put the comforter right in between, put another sheet over and fold it and do a double fold backwards. The look is amazing, and it is easy to tuck in underneath the mattress versus having to put a duvet cover over. But we're starting to see some trends with some of our 5-star hotels going back to duvet covers. So it really kind of comes down to what you're looking for. Hotels do that because one, they have people that come in daily to refresh the room, versus Airbnbs, a whole different story. The guests, such as myself, will stay for a whole week, sometimes longer. So the guest is there making the bed too. So it really comes down to the property, really in like what feel and look that you're trying to achieve, and comfort level you're trying to achieve for that property. Yeah, so a couple of takeaways. You know, again, as mentioned, our Down Direct website was created because we had so many guests that reached out to us, and they still do. No matter which property we have products with, where can I find this pillow? Where can I buy this pillow? So similar to what Taylor said too, I mean, that's a huge opportunity for a lot of properties to showcase the product, and have the guests being able to go somewhere and purchase that product. So that's really super helpful when that comes down to that. Not just the pillows, but also comforters as well. Loyal guests, if we stayed somewhere and it was comfortable and we were relaxed and we woke up refreshed, it's always, you know, we take annual trips to Anna Maria Island and we stay there with our family, and we have a go-to home because it's, you know, super comfortable to stay in. It's really relaxing, and we always get good night's sleep. And so for us, we become that loyal guest. Protectors, if you're similar to me, no matter where I go, I always pull the bedding back before I even unpack my bags. So it is necessarily, I'm sure I'm not the only guest that does that, but I do that at hotels no matter where I go. And just to make sure that everything is protected, looks nice, but it's not just for the hotel's protection, but it's for the guest protection too. So always think about that as well. And then care is essential, having clean inserts regularly, fluffing often, it's going to create happy guests, revenue, and opportunities for all.
Yeah. And your guests are honestly going to love the pillows that they sleep on so much. So it's great if you're a member with Minoan, you would have the opportunity to actually sell the pillows that they are sleeping on and make a little bit for yourself as well.
Yes, love the showroom for that. Thanks, guys. We had a couple questions come through in the chat. Anyone else who has questions, feel free to drop them in right now. Sarah said when we were talking about comforters for Costa Rica, she assumes that you would purchase a lightweight comforter for Costa Rica. Like maybe you could kind of talk through again one more time, like lightweight is best for tropical, medium is best for this, kind of like one more time with the
Yeah,
comforters.
highly recommend. We do quite a few resorts down in the Caribbean, and highly recommend doing a lightweight comforter. And rule of thumb for Down Inc. Is anything with a 10-inch box or smaller is going to be our lighter weight comforters. And again, highly recommend doing the lightweights for more warmer climates, humidity-driven climates as well. And then anything with a 12-inch box or bigger is going to be our heavier comforters. So again, if you're living in Michigan, for instance, that's where everything is manufactured. In the wintertime, we typically have heavier comforters because one, heat's expensive. And you want to sleep in a cooler environment too. So having that heavier comforter really helps.
Yeah, and we also sell blankets as well, the down and down alternative blankets. So really, if you're in a really warm climate, the blankets can be used as a comforter as well, especially if you're using the triple sheeting method. It tucks in there really nicely.
Love that tip. So for pillows, which of your pillows would you say keep the best shape? Like
Um,
long term, like what would you recommend?
Yeah, so we have our 80/20 or 85/15 pillow, which is highly recommended or highly purchased by our more like 4 or 5-star hotels. Holds its shape really well. And the other pillow that I would highly recommend too is our down alternative pillows. Those really hold their shape well. Again, everything comes down to fluffing it after use. And you'll see the spring back happen back, and but those two highly recommend the down and feather as well as the down alternative pillows.
And putting the pillow protector on your pillow, that also really helps with keeping the shape of your pillows.
Yep.
Great, thank you. On the same pillow topic, Heidi asked for a soft pillow option. Do you recommend down for that?
Our down alternative and down pillows definitely are on this. Yes, I would recommend both down and down alternative for the soft. We do have a down and feather pillow that's 50/50. That is a very softer side, I would say. But yes, and then our pillows are marked soft, medium, and firm. So when you're on the website, you'll see soft, and it is going to be soft. It's going to be good for a child. I've had it on with my kids, our soft down alternative pillows and soft down pillows when they were 2, 3 years old. It's really great for stomach sleepers as well. And the nice thing with our pillows too, because they're natural and then the down alternative, is you can fold the pillow. Majority of people tend to mold the pillow to what they want and kind of bend that. So That's also another great function versus a memory foam pillow.
Yeah, that's awesome. For you were talking about care with the tennis balls in there. Would dryer balls work as well?
Yes, dryer balls will work.
Okay.
All you're wanting to do is, when that down cluster gets wet, it really is kind of tight, if you would. And that tennis ball, what it does, it just releases it. So it just kind of expands and it allows the air to come in and actually dry it. So yes, dryer balls will work.
Awesome. Sarah asked, are the pillows and or comforters vacuum sealed? I think she means when they arrive. It helps me when traveling to my B&B International in my suitcase.
They are not vacuum sealed, so they're folded and packed. We typically push them and we try and get it as much into a package as possible.
Yeah.
But there's ways that you can do that, especially I travel with pillows and comforters everywhere for display. So I typically roll the comforter. So I'll take it out of the package. Down rolls amazing. But yeah, rolling a comforter, putting in a suitcase definitely helps as well. Same thing for pillows.
Great tip. Thank you. Kimberly wants to know, did you say to buy a larger duvet to fit inside a smaller duvet cover? And can you give an example for a king and a queen bed?
Yes, definitely. Um, we have a lot of designers that will purchase like a small king size, especially like a 104 by 88, which is kind of considered to be a small king size in a 60 by 80 comforter, or I should say 96 by 92 comforter. And essentially what you're wanting to try and do, and this is the part where I think it becomes really hard, and why I mentioned having a larger comforter into in a cover is because the mattress sizes. I just wish the mattress industry will keep to one size, but some mattresses are 18 inches thick, other mattresses are 10 inches thick. So it really comes down to the drop that you're trying to achieve. So always keep that one into consideration as well. But if you have a comforter that is about 5 inches all the way around bigger, I always say it's like cotton candy. It squeezes in there really well. And comforters or covers always have the ties to them, so you're not going to have anything fall out to it, and the look that you're going to achieve is going to be better. Hopefully that answered it. Sorry.
Thank you. And then another one from Kimberly. Can you clarify? There is both a mattress pad and mattress cover. Can you explain the difference of those two? And would this help with kids who might wet the bed?
Yeah, so our mattress pad that we sell, for kids wetting the bed, I would not recommend it. And the reason being because it's not waterproof. So the mattress cover that we talked about, a lot of people will put waterproof mattress covers on mattresses, which will really help with it, but it is very noisy, that we all know, and sometimes tend to sleep very warm, as well. So this is for the mattress pad we have is for something that can go over that takes away from some of that noise. It is breathable, and with that tensile material, it does help with people who sleep warm.
Awesome. Okay, I think we were able to get through all the questions, which is great. We did see a couple people ask about a recording of this. We will be sharing the recording with everyone who registered for the webinar, so you can go back and look at things closer. I know some of those slides people were itching to get their hands on. So thank you so much, Kristyn and Luitjen. This was so helpful, and I feel like I know so much more about creating the perfect bed. And we will be here for any questions. You can reach out to us at marketing@minoan.com. We're always here. And happy shopping, everyone. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.